You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 29th of September. This is meteorologist James Spann. Alabama's quiet weather pattern continues this week. Really no meaningful chance of rain. There might be a day with an isolated shower, but the kind of rain we need, not really. And the tropics, of course, are active, so as always, some things to talk about this morning. Here's the upper air look, and again, we've got a broad ridging here in place across much of the eastern U.S., and those tropical features off the South Atlantic coast. Closest rain to Alabama is down over the Florida Peninsula. I got a couple of spotty showers there. Also, we note that bigger, massive rain well to the east of Florida. That's in association with Tropical Storm Imelda. Mostly upper 60s and low 70s across Alabama early this morning. Some low and mid 60s over the Tennessee Valley. Highs way up in the 80s today. Some spots may be touching 90 as this very warm weather continues in late September. We'll check your watch warning map around the nation. Very quiet. No organized severe storms expected today or tomorrow or day 3, which is Wednesday. Again, hardly any thunder across the United States on Wednesday, which, by the way, is the 1st of October. And October is the driest month of the year here, so having these long dry spells not unusual this time of the year. In fact, here's the rain for the next 7 days. And for Alabama, just not much at all. This is valid through Monday morning of next week. And there could be a little rain on the Gulf Coast this weekend, but again, even there, not a washout at all. So here's the latest drought monitor. This was released last Thursday. This product comes out once a week on Thursday morning. And again, you can clearly see we need rain. We have extreme drought conditions, severe drought conditions, D2 in parts of the state. Places like Linden and Camden, Uniontown, Greensboro. Little spotted D2 drought over in East Alabama as well. So in the tropics, we've got the two named systems. And other than that, it's really quiet. We've got Umberto and Imelda, our twins out there. That's the 2-day outlook, and this is the 7-day outlook. Other than these two named storms, we see no tropical issues for the next 7 days. There's a satellite perspective of both. Humberto, a pretty powerful hurricane, on the right. We've got Imelda, which should become a minimal hurricane soon, kind of exiting the Bahamas on the left there. In terms of Umberto, this thing has winds of 130 miles per hour. It's come down. The peak was 160 miles per hour this weekend, and this will be passing well to the west of Bermuda tomorrow. But even with that being the case, because of the wind envelope, the size of the wind field here, Bermuda is under a tropical storm warning. They'll have kind of a windy and wet day tomorrow, but the core, the really dangerous part of this, stays far west of there. And then it curls out into the North Atlantic, becoming post-tropical by early Thursday morning. And again, slow weakening is likely as it moves out into the colder water. And Imelda stays far offshore, and that's a good thing for Florida and the Carolinas. The top winds are at 45 miles an hour. This is a fairly weak tropical storm, but again, you can see the hurricane center brings this up to hurricane strength and brings it really close to Bermuda late Wednesday night, potentially with winds of 85, 90 miles per hour. So the small island of Bermuda could be dealing with a hurricane late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. But again, this stays far offshore, no issues directly for the United States other than the danger of rip currents on the southern Atlantic coast, and really the rip currents because of both Umberto and Imelda. But again, we see no tropical trouble for the Gulf, at least for the next 7 to 10 days. Model fans, here we go. European OZ run, 4 o'clock today. And again, we've got just kind of a big ridge over the eastern states, and for us, the weather should be relatively quiet today, but there might be a little shower somewhere. This is the high-resolution HUR. You really have to look hard. But the chance of rain, not zero, but most spots dry and very warm. Highs upper 80s in most spots, maybe some locations touching 90. So this is tomorrow, and again, there's Imelda right there. Possibly a hurricane at that point. And again, for Alabama, the chance of rain, not zero, but it's awfully small. There's the high-resolution HUR, really showing nothing. Let's go to Wednesday, 1st of October. Again, lots of sunshine. Highs way up in the 80s. Thursday looking dry. Friday looking dry. We will say we'll kind of have an air mass change late this week where the northerly flow highs will drop into the low 80s. Still not refreshing, crisp air, but that might get us in the 50s at night. In fact, it should get us in the 50s at night over North Alabama by Friday morning, so nights will feel like fall. And for the weekend, this is Saturday. Again, the chance of rain is not zero, but it's really small. Any shower should be very isolated. Highs low to mid-80s, and Sunday looks dry. And again, low to mid-80s. Here's a week from today. This is Monday, October the 6th. Still got that ridge. Once again, the weather looking pretty much warm and dry. Let's keep going. This is 10 days out. This is Wednesday of next week, October 8th. Got a trough coming into the Great Plains out of the northern Rockies, but again for us, light northerly flow aloft and still no meaningful chance of rain. So really, for the next 10 days, temperatures above average, nights pretty comfortable, nothing more than isolated showers. In fact, here's a look at rain for the next 15 days. We're looking for the mean, which is under 1 inch between now and the 13th of October. Long-range guidance, this is for October 6th through October 12th. We just can't get out of that red. We'll see a pattern flip, and when it flips, it'll bring that cool air and get us in the 40s, but it looks like through mid-October, temperatures could stay above average. But we're enjoying some amazing sunsets, especially on the Gulf Coast. Wow, these were taken last night. See, it's done at Panama City Beach. Everything looking good. Nice to have no tropical trouble, but keep in mind, hurricane season runs through the end of November. We're not done yet. And up this way, some gorgeous colors there last night. Always love this spot. This is up at Section, overlooking the Tennessee River, right below Scottsboro. In fact, that was taken over the Tennessee River, one of the bridges there last night. And the moon, waxing crescent phase. It's about 40% illuminated. We'll have a full moon coming up here in a couple of weeks. But let's check the schedule for this week. Do we even dare? Oh, sure. Today going to be at Lincoln Elementary School. Talladega County, that's a fun place to be. Tomorrow I got a program at the Sheffield Public Library. That'll be at 10 o'clock, and this is a program that everybody's welcome, but this will be more focused on weather safety and things like that, more for adults. But kids are welcome, too, for those that are homeschoolers. Wednesday, going to be at Welborn Elementary School in Calhoun County, and then I'll be doing a program at Children's of Alabama because it's Weather Wednesday. First Wednesday of the month, do a program for the patients and families there. Thursday, going to be at Hewitt-Trussville High School, home of the Huskies. Then Friday, going to be at Salter Elementary School in Talladega. And don't forget, tonight's Monday night, so it's Weather Brains. This is the weekly show we do for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, and weenies. That's at 7 o'clock Central Time. YouTube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast comes out late tonight. Catch us this evening on ABC 3340 News. And don't forget, you can catch my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham Classic Rock 106.9. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday, and God bless.